Hey, Crypt Jade 1958 here, just bringing you a deck profile that I've been playing with for the last little bit here since the September 2018 ban list, bringing Ring of Destruction to 3. Thought I'd just play around with this deck a little bit, kind of sick of the meta today, all the Sky Strikers and crap. Thought I'd just play around with this Trickstar build here, just kind of get into it real quick, go into the main monster lineup here. So of course, the 3 Lycoris here, main burn damage, Candina the Searcher. And I went kind of a different route here. I did put the 1 Lilybell, just because she does help in a pinch here. But because the monster lineup is so small with this particular deck, I kind of ran into bricking a lot. So I threw in a few more Trickstar monsters, just in case I could go into any of the link monsters or anything, start plays that way. So I have one Narcissus, great just to get on the field pretty easily, can help defend you in a few different situations. Went with 1 Mandrake, 1 Rodode, and 1 Nightshade, just to kind of round off the monster lineup, give me a few more options in my plays here. And then we'll move on to the spells. So the spells, of course, we're going to do 3 Fang of Critias, just to help us get into that Destruction Dragon. We are running 6 copies of Ring of Destruction, so it does help quite a bit here. And then, of course, back to the Trickstar Light Stage. A lot of people aren't playing this card very much, but I do really like it in the deck. The Dark Room of Nightmare. It can take just a small amount of burn damage and really amp it up. Doing 2 Terraforming since it got cut down to 2. And then the 1-ofs, I am doing 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, and 1 Regeki. And that rounds off of our spells here. Move on to the traps. So traps, of course, we have to run 3 Reincarnation. If we didn't run that, we wouldn't be a very good Trickstar player now, would we? Running 3 Ring of Destruction, which is finally at 3. And 3 Loop of Destruction. Both of those do pretty decent burn damage on their own, and we can get our Destruction Dragon out pretty easily with those. I am running 3 Blazing Mirror Force. Like I said, this is pure burn, so we're just trying to burn as much as we can. A lot of people aren't running Battle Traps, so you probably won't need to protect your back row as much as you'd think you do. And it does help out quite a bit. And then, of course, the last 3 for 1-ofs. I'm running 1 Heavy Storm Duster. I do prefer this over something like Twin Twisters, just because I don't really want to discard anything. And then Solemn Warning and Solemn Strike, just to round off the trap lineup, help us in those pinches here. Let's move on to the extra deck. So extra deck here, we are going to be running 3 Destruction Dragon, pretty decent body, 2000 attack, and then you do get to once a turn pop a card, and if it's a monster, you get to deal damage to your opponent equal to the attack of that monster. So it does pretty well, fits in with the theme of the deck, and you know, if you're in a pinch and you need to summon in defense, it does have that 3000 defense, so it's going to be hard to get over. And then move into our link monsters here. Again, most of this is generic links or generic Trickstar support. So we got 1 Bella Madonna, we got 2 Delphindium, 1 Crimson Heart, 2 Holly Angel, 2 Black Cat, 3 Bloom as just starters, and then 1 Decode Talker just in case we do need to get a decent sized body on the field to help out here. That's going to wrap up our extra deck. Now we'll go to the side deck, and the side deck, this is just kind of what I had left over, what I've seen helps in different matchups. So I do run another Lilybell, just because there are some times where I want to see her really fast, and searching off of, you know, Candina or Light Stage might not be an option. So being able to see her pretty quick, with her being able to attack directly, really helps me out of some tough spots. Do run 2 Cosmic Cyclone, just another tech card to get rid of back row in case I'm going up something like Altergeist or Paleo, or any back row heavy deck can definitely help. I threw this card in here just to be kind of funny because I don't actually see me ever citing it in, but in the event that I do run into something that might help, or maybe like a mirror match that somebody's running, I am running 3 Ring of Defense just to save myself a little bit of burn. I am also running 3 Mind Control, again just to have a little bit of fun. Definitely messes with the opponent when they see Trickstars and then you bust out a Mind Control. Can definitely throw them off. I am running 3 Clashing Souls, which is probably one of my favorite cards to use in a Trickstar deck. I don't have it in the main deck just because I really didn't have room or feel like I could fit it in there. I really like it. If you don't know what it does, when an attack's declared, you can activate this card, and then you can pay 500 life points to add 500 attack to your monster. And you can keep doing this until your monster's stronger. And then your opponent gets to decide if they're going to add attack points to their monster. And you basically keep going until somebody stops adding attack points. So whoever loses their monster, their field gets wiped. No battle damage, but it can definitely help get rid of some tough fields. And then, just because there's been a lot of different cards that can banish themselves, and I've seen a few people running Imperial Iron Wall to counteract that, or different cards that might stop cards from being banished. I also run 3 Present Card. If I'm going up against a match where they're not going to let me banish, then I'm going to switch out my Reincarnation for those so I can still rip their hand. It's not as good as Reincarnation because it only lets them draw 5 cards, but it still helps me in those different matchups. That's my deck profile. I've been playing with it quite a bit since the ban list when Ring of Destruction came to 3. Wanted to find a way to make Destruction Dragon as viable as possible. I really don't think this is going to be crazy competitive, but this is just kind of me being sick of the meta and trying something different and seeing what we could come up with. Any thoughts or any suggestions you have might make the deck better or anything, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a great day.